Hi everyone, welcome back to Human, and today I want to talk about why it is sucked to be a listener. And I think for almost every, from almost video I posted in here, I want to, I always say about why this idea comes up and why I made this video. And for the idea of this video, actually, uh, the idea of this pops up very long time ago. I mean, I trying to write down everything I think and I feel to my journal, and I think this idea it came up to me such a, in such a very long time ago. I don't remember, but it came up again because yesterday I just had a very long conversation with one of my coworkers in my company, and she's 10 years older than me. It's quite long gap year, right? But we have a very interesting conversation. It's not a conversation. It's just like I listen to her story. It's like her story life, like about her experience during during her university time, and then yeah, we just talk a lot of things because yesterday I'm working at night, and from the 3 a.m. to the 6 a.m. we just talking like just stand and talking with each other because we don't have any clients in our club, so it's a very long time. And why it came up because I just thinking about like why I'm talking with her. I just listen to her, but rarely ask her the question I want to ask her because I'm afraid of I'm afraid of a lot of things. It's just me. I have a lot of questions, but I don't ask her. So after I went to home, I think about it, and I think about why I'm afraid of ask a question to maybe create more interesting topic, and we can dive into more topic with each other. And I think why I'm afraid of that. And this video came up. This idea came up again, and I write down some few thoughts in here because I want to talk like smoothly in front of the camera. And the reason why I try to recording it again and again is just because I can manage my thought and what I want to say. So I'm trying again. And yeah, let's talk more about it, like why it is sucked to be a listener. For me, I think there are two types of listener. There are two types of listener: the good ones, and the good one. I think the good listener, it is the person who actively listening, and the second type, it is passively listening. It's just from my own opinions. I don't know why, but I think there are two types of person like that. Um, let's talk more about the passively listener. I don't know, because for me, I think when we was a child, when we let's talk more about like what is the passively listener. I don't know, passively listen. I just don't know. And for me, I think it is the person who we just listen, listen to what other people saying, listen to their story, listen to their advice, listen to their just what they say, and why they listen. They don't ask the question. Ask the question in here is ask the question about the person you're talking with, uh, and also the person it is yourself. Like actively listening, it is when while you listen, you've ask the question with yourself and also with the people saying to you. And I mean there I have one example about a person who just passively listening. For me, it is for example, when you in school, it is you listen to your teacher, you listen to what your teacher saying about subjects, the lesson that you learn, and you make the eye contact with them, with your teacher, and you nod like, yeah, I understand it, but you rarely ask the question about the lesson that you are learning. So for me, I think that the passive listening, and the second example, it is when you listen to your parents. It's not like listen to the things of your daily life, like you should clean your room. You definitely need to clean the room when your parents ask you, or like you should wear a clothes when you're going outside because it's cold and it is good for you, and that the things, that is the normal thing. But the listen in here, listen to what your parents saying in here is about, they decide to you, like they decide your future. They say that you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to pursue this career. It's good for you because it's you have a degree and you can find a stable job, and that means that the things that I think that the things the parents always saying about saying and trying to give advice to it, right? And yeah, you've listened to your parents and you think about it, and you in some way, even you like it or not, you um, change your decision to fit with what your parents saying to you. So that one example that I think what the passive listener look like and acts like. For me, passively listening is more like you try to pretend like the good listener, and you're afraid of listening to yourself, and look at yourself, listen to yourself first, and ask the question then. And you do, in some way you do what people want you to do, and you say what people want to hear from you. So for me, that is myself from the past and also today at this moment. In some moment, in some situation, I still talk like people want me to talk what people want to hear. I'm still afraid of saying what I want to say and ask what I want to ask. So that's the thing that I just see for myself. I don't know what other people, and from and let's and it is, and that is the passively listener, what I think about passively listener. And the second, it is actively listening, right? So I think that what good listener look like. For me, I think if you're a good listener, you change to be a good listener. That means you can be a good speaker, and good listener, it is a person who listens. Like I said, listening, ask a question, like you ask the people who listen to you, who saying to you, and also ask yourself, like when people give you advice, you ask yourself first, like, is this fit with my situation? Is it helpful? It is true for myself? And then you asking, or just yourself first. I don't know if I say it right. And you consider your action after they giving the advice for you. If it helpful, just doing it. And it's not just like depends on what other people are saying about what you should do. It's about you after you listen to it. So I think that's a good listener. And that is two types of listener I write down in my journal and I want to sharing. And let's talk more. And I want to talk more about why it is sucks to be a listener. Like the reason why. Like for me, I think in the past when we just like a little baby, when you're just a baby, we learn how to talk. And the first thing we learn how to talk, it is train our ear, right? We need to be listen. We need to be watch other people saying, listen to what other people saying, and imitate that, and then we can learn how to talk. And that's the way we learn how to talk. Even with the new language that we learn, right? The first skill, it is listening. So back to the time we train to be a listener, and that's the first thing that we learn. And also, I think everything need to start with the education. When I was in high school, the things I being teach, it is to become a listener. We listen to the lesson that teacher teach in school, but rarely people around me, like even in my school, my teacher rarely asks us the question outside of the textbook. They just like ask the question that already have the answer, and if we answer like with the right answer that they have, that means you give us, I give the teacher the correct answer. But if not like the answer that my teacher have, that means my answer is wrong. And that's the reason why in some way I'm very afraid of asking the things outside the lesson, outside the textbook, in front of my teacher. So I think back to the time, me or other people, I don't know, we're being trained to be a listener, but not teach to be a good speaker, like a good listener and then good speaker. So, I mean, the cause behind that, like behind the things, behind the listener, it is we afraid of talking. I don't know. That's the thing I write down in here. Like we just listen to the people for the whole time, and then we listen to them, and then we afraid of making people think different about you because you started talking and asking questions, and that's the thing I feel. And when we fan of like listen to other people, and after that we afraid of talking with the people. So you can see it very clearly today. Like a lot of people, they afraid of interact with other people. They stay at home, especially with the young people. We stay at home. We don't talk with our family because we just fan of to become a listener, to fan of like listen to other people, and we just stick with the things that actually listen to it. And yeah, that's the thing I write out in here. We stay at home and do nothing and don't connect with the real world. And the things that we connect with, it is the things that listening to us. Maybe ChatGPT or like AI or that kind of stuff for the today society, and the things that are listening to it, and we can control it. So yeah, I think that the cause behind that, if we don't teach to be a good listener, just teach to be the person who listens to everything what other people saying and acts like it. I don't know if I can put it into words what I actually means, but I think that's the end of this video. I just in every idea that pops out in my head, I just write a little thing in here. I don't know if it's like I don't know, and that's it. That's just for the today videos. And yeah, if you have any thought about it, you can write down in the comments. And yeah, that's for today's topic. Bye bye and have a nice day.